Bots are insanely OP in Minecraft. If you have played Minecraft for more than one day, you must have heard about this boat trick where you get on a boat and travel at godly speeds. This is insanely useful if you decide to do this in the Nether, because then you're traveling 8 times as fast as you do in the overworld. But how many of you knew if you make a boat road just like this one right here, you can get in a boat, hold your mousepad and go really fast by getting in and outside every boat. Well, this is cool and all, but wait till you figure out that you can do the same thing like an elevator to go up places. I just basically teleported all the way up here in like a split second. This gets even cooler when you realize that you can jump off from this place and take absolutely no damage on a boat, which otherwise you will end up dying. Not to mention, if you don't have a boat on you but there's a boat under you, you can try to do this cool MLG where you will not take any damage and directly sit on the boat while falling down. I think I have now made my point about boats being really good for transportation. But how good are boats for storage? The 1.19 update gave us boats with chests on them. We all know that chests can't really be moved, so the best option for moving stuff around was to either doing it on a donkey or you have in shulker boxes. While some might think this is totally okay, this barely gives any space and this is really slow, and then you can also take one donkey at a time. That all changed when you can do this and move all the boats and all the chests you want with you wherever you're going. Ignore me, I'm just flying around with all my items. But it also gave us the opportunity to make these really cool looking doors slash storage hybrids that we can either use as a door or as a storage. Oh yeah, and did I mention that you can make these really cool looking doors with boats as well? Now we know that boats are good for transportation as well as storage, but what about transferring mobs? We all know one of the worst things in Minecraft is to transfer villagers, and the easiest ways to do this is just giving them bread, waiting for them to look at it, eat it, and maybe take the other bread if they want, and then keep doing this forever and ever, and it usually doesn't even work. Well, boats make our lives easy, because now we can just drag the villagers easily on a boat. And yes, I am aware that it cannot go on top of a slab as well, and it will eventually break. But that's where the minecart systems come in. We all know that these rails cost a lot more than these type of rails, that's obvious. But the problem with these type of rails is that it doesn't really take your minecart very far. And it's the same thing with these type of things, and it will just never go up. This is where boards come in clutch, because if you put a board inside a minecart, it will go forever. This becomes insanely OP when it can do the same thing upward as well. Not to mention, if you wanna make it even easier these days, you can now tie it up to one of these heavy ghosts and quite literally fly with it. Now that we know boats are OP for transportation, storage, and also transferring mobs, how good is it for combat? And let's be real, there's really no way to kill these guys when you don't have a boat in the early game. And if you really hate chickens, you can use boats to kill the chickens by stacking 24 boats on top of each other. Well, last and least, if you really want to go through a one block hole, you can use a boat to kind of crouch through in there and then get out to the other side. And that's why I'm saying boats are the most overpowered item in Minecraft.